They politely inquired, they pleaded with us, they cajoled, fluttered, and tried to persuade us. But to no avail, we just went straight ahead and recorded 38 episodes of Doctor WHeasel's audio adventures. But as one year ends and another begins, the premier season adventures of everyone's favourite time-travelling adventurer and his bosom buddy Advic Goose must also bid farewell. But, at the hands of Emperor Spang's robotic war rocket, will Doctor WHeasel turn out to be the first of 2017's much-loved celebrity deaths? Or is there still life in the old Weasel yet? Let's discover the answer in Doppelweasel, Part 6.
All Imperial rockets, commence aerial bombardment.
All I'm saying, Prince Barry, is you might have saved me from having 50 fits if you'd at least mentioned you had an express elevator to the Triborian rocket ship shed right behind you.
I assumed you'd know, Dash. Anywho, we'll be at Spang's Imperial Palace in 2 twitches of a lizard man's tail. Are you sure Velveeta's gonna have the laser webbed out in time?
I'm 90% certain. Well, 80%. Okay, it's a kind of 50-50 sort of thing, long shot maybe?
You know, Doctor, I thought we'd been involved in some half-assed fights for justice. The croutons, the units, that pantomime planet, but just between you and me, Planet Pongo is top of my ill-judged rebellion pops.
Yeah, I'm calling it, Advic. Worst rebellion ever.
You are all aware we can hear you two, Dr. Advic. This is, after all, a very small rocket ship cabin. Oh, dear, I'm so sorry. Oh, dear me. Oh, dear. But Dash, our ill-mannered doubles have intimated a good conjecture. We should radio send Velveeta to check he's ready to begin his assault. Otherwise, we and the rest of the Triborian troopers might just be flying into sudden annihilation.
You don't have to tell me twice, Peckoff.
Dash? The radio sender?
Oh yes, right. This is Furry Vengeance calling Shouty Pigeon. Are you receiving me, Prince Velveeta? Over.
Loud and clear, Dash. I've got the Imperial Palace in my sights. I'm just waiting on your signal. Over.
The word is given, Velveeta. Operation Probable Roasting is a go. Take out Spang's defences, and once they're down, Prince Barry and me will take the Imperial Palace. Over.
Right, we've got this, Dash. Don't you worry about it. We'll all be drinking wine from Spang's personal cellar before the day is out. Over and out. Right then, my loyal dovemen. Form up into your attack wings and prepare to assault the Imperial defences. Right! First wing! Dive! Well, that all went a bit beak over tail feathers. Never mind. Who wants to live forever?
I wouldn't mind giving it a crack, my prince.
Shut up, bird brain! Second wing! Dive!
Security orb! What is the meaning of this clamour? Can't you see that I was about to enjoy an Imperial concubine's comfortingly delectable decolletage?
A billion apologies, mighty Spang, but the Pongoian security monitors have alerted me that Prince Velveeta and his dovemen are assaulting Pongo City's laser defense grid.
Good! What was that? The whole palace shook.
Monitors report Velveeta's just nosedived through the laser grid and head-butted the ionic power reactor into oblivion. And now he's standing there laughing and hitting your Imperial Guard repeatedly over the head with what looks like a large battle axe.
This situation is insufferable, inconceivable, intolerable. Where's Crantor? Why is my Prime Minister not dealing with this? It's what I bloody enslaved him for.
Again, apologies, my Emperor, and Lord of all, Crantor is still being relifed. Oh no! Emperor Spang, monitors report that Doctor WHeasel is approaching.
What do you mean, Doctor WHeasel's approaching? Order all gunners to open fire! Dispatch a large net to bring me back his body!
Yes, Emperor, as you so will it. He appears to be leading a fleet of Triborian war rockets through Velveeta's gap in the laser grid. I deeply and humbly regret to report that the monitors indicate they are mere moments from landing at the Imperial Palace.
And my Imperial war rocket fleet, my glorious boys in gold and red, have they all been given the week off? Where are they, Orb? Tell me!
They are last reported as finishing up your ordered bombardment of Triboria and needed to recharge their engines for at least 2 Pongolian hours before they could return. Doesn't look like it's turning out to be your day, does it?
You dim-witted dunderhead of a droid! Smart-mouth me, will you? Who's the bloody Emperor? Who's Emperor, eh? Spang is Emperor, yes. And if Spang wants a rebellion crushed without mercy, it appears that I, Spang the Irrelevant, shall be the one to take action. I mean, honestly, you build up an imperium from nothing, create jobs and a functioning economy, and do you ever get any thanks? Do you?
Dash, I can confirm Velveeta's taken out the grid and landed his troops by the Imperial Guard Palace. Looks like he's going to be keeping them occupied for some time, so we're clear for our run.
By Dash, that was Dash close. I thought Pekov said Pongo City's defences were down. Oh, the automatic ones, yes, but there's still some of the anti-personnel lasers to contend with. Sorry, folks. Looks like I'm going to have to crash her into the palace at full speed, rather than land as planned.
Is this the 4th or the 5th time we've faced almost certain death on Pongo, Doctor WHeasel? Because I'm honestly losing count.
I try not to keep score, Vic, because it ends up getting way too depressing. Dash, if you wouldn't mind taking a bit of advice from an old-time Weasel, if you'll fly at full throttle via coordinates on heading 237 degrees, I've calculated the optimal chance that we can bypass their defences and not get cooked alive.
Doctor WHeasel, that is genius! Just genius! I should have seen it myself. Such elementary 4-dimensional non-Euclidean geometry. Even a youngling could see it. Dash, I am plotting the course out for you. All you have to do is to keep the drive throttle to maximum.
Keep my foot to the floor. Can do, Pekov. Ha ha! This is just like racing soapbox jalopies back in Arkansas.
Stop shooting my rocket ships down, Spang. They cost a fortune to build. Oh yeah, the crew.
Hey, that just struck me, I think.
What is it, Doctor? A way out of this mess?
No, I've just worked out how to slip the Weasels back into our own universe. Now all we have to do is land in one piece, and I can get us back home. Okay, everyone, hold on to your internal organs. This is it. Oh, is anyone still alive? Well, Dash, by the looks of it, Barry, Pekov and Gale are still alive, but they're out cold. But great news, I'm okay. Sadly, so's Advik.
Thank goodness we remembered to put our seatbelts on, Doctor.
Oh, yes, indeed. Maybe we should have reminded everyone else as well.
Dash Weasel, I see you in that ship. You may have managed to bypass my defenses and tie up my Imperial fleet, but today is the day that you die. Step forth and face me in single combat with honor, and you have our royal word that I shall let your remaining comrades live.
Okay, Dash, you distract Spang while I sneak up behind him and whack him over the head with this chunk of spaceship fin. No, Doctor, that might be the Time Weasel way, but here in Pongo, we try and live up to something I call the American way. And that doesn't include taking out the bad guy when he's not looking.
The American way sounds mighty stupid if you ask me. Which, of course, nobody is. Typical.
Okay, Spang, here I come. On guard!
Have at you, Dash Weasel, you egregiously dreary, jingoistic, knuckle-headed wretch of an Earth man!
Haha! Yes!
Doctor, do you think Dash will be able to... Oh look! There's the Weasel! Spang must have appropriated it to decorate his throne room.
Right you are, Advik. Hello, old girl, I've missed you. Right then. Come along, Goose.
Doctor, can't be thinking of leaving. We're not dash in his rebellion. Should we stay and help out, or at the very least find out who wins?
Look, Advic. Somewhere the seas are made of gravy. The rocks are dancing the jitterbug, and cities are heavily pregnant. Suns made of lemons. Skies crafted from licorice, and people drink Tizer for tea. Somewhere there's a mad scientist who needs a good slapping. A warlord requiring dethroning. And somewhere a pretty lady's bed is getting cold. And most importantly, one thing I've learned in 450 years of time travelling is never hang around when there's a danger you'll end up having to form a stable society in the wake of impending revolutionary cultural change.
You've convinced me, Doctor. I was never cut out to be a bureaucrat.
Not cut out to be my companion either, Advic, but you seem to keep muddling through. Come on, Goose. We've got Tizer to drink. And as Doctor WHeasel and Advic Goose head off through a rapidly closing dimensional crack, doubtless to new adventures or at least a couple of half-decent parties, we bid them and you farewell. On what cosmic shores will they next wash up? Who knows? Who knows indeed. And remember, if you enjoy Doctor WHeasel, tell your friends, your family, and every random person in the street you meet all about it, because that way we might, just possibly, get another season. Dr. WHeasel, Weasel, tell you all about price production, Commander Weasel, Dash Weasel, Producer Dr. Wings Peckle, Commodore as Emperor Spang, Ed G. Johnson as Prince Lolita, and Northern Badger as Prince Barry.